Hey guys, I just wanted to make this video to talk about some of the changes that came in the last update of Modern Warfare. The update was released late on the 18th of May or early on the 19th of May, depending on what time zone you're in. For me, it was very late on the 18th of May. I played an hour or two of Warzone after the update installed for me, and I noticed a couple of cool changes that I just wanted to go over super quickly. Just to notify you guys of some of the cool changes that I found. The first one is at the hospital area of the map. If you guys are familiar with this area of the map, you might recognize the passageway that connects the two parts of the lower roof. Previously, there were only two doors that connected these two roofs, but now there's actually another hallway inside that passage that has two elevators in it that bring you down into the main building. And this has always been one of my favorite parts of the map because I think that the engagements I have here are always super different. They always play out differently, and they're just a lot of fun to engage in. And this is only going to increase that. I think it's going to open up a lot of new possibilities for this area of the map, and I'm really excited to get more playtime with it. The next change is actually a new field upgrade. This field upgrade is really similar to the munitions box. It's called the armor box, and as you might gather from the name, you place it down and it resupplies your team with armor. And I think this is a really cool change, especially after adding the armor satchel. They're really adding a lot of ways that you can hold more armor than you initially could. If you have a squad of 4, that means that technically you're holding 20 extra plates than what you've already got on you. You won't be able to access all of these, and you are limited by the fact that you have to place it down and spend time picking it up. But I think this adds another change that's going to really shake up endgame, because I'm sure by the end of the game, a lot of teams are going to be able to have at least one armor box. I'm not sure how rare they are to pick up, but they do cost only 6,000 from the shop, so it is definitely a possibility that you could buy one or two throughout the game. The next change actually comes in the Gulag, which I thought it was really cool because we haven't seen any significant changes to the Gulag since the release of Warzone. But that's completely changed now, whereas before we were only limited to shotguns and pistols in the Gulag, we now have access to certain SMGs and assault rifles. I know that the P90 is in there, the Ram's in there, and the M13 is in there. I don't have the full list, but regardless, it's a super cool change that really shakes up the way that you play in the Gulag. It's definitely a lot longer distance engagements now, and you have to take it a lot slower than you did before. Before you could kind of just rush in there and probably win anyway. Now you'll probably get annihilated if you try to do that. So I think it's a really cool change that's going to really shake up the way the Gulag is played. It's going to take some getting used to, but I think in the end I'm going to really enjoy the change. The last change is kind of insignificant in comparison to the last 3 that I just mentioned. It's just new weapons added to the rotation. This is something we kind of expect with new updates to Warzone. They've done it in almost all the previous updates, and that doesn't stop here. I'll play this clip for you of the first time that I found one of these weapons in game. Watch this crate go into the town that they're in.
It's literally right where I just pinged. It's right on the building I just pinged.
What is this? So it looks to me like this is a Kilo 141 with kind of a close quarters variant, despite having a drum mag. So this looks like kind of an interesting loadout on this gun. So I'm kind of interested to use it. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to pick it up here because I got mowed down. It's really not anything super surprising, but it is still a welcome change because sometimes some of the guns can get a little bit stale after finding them hundreds of times. So I figured it was still worth a mention. So that's all for this video. I did my best to keep it kind of short. Just really wanted to mention some things that I noticed while I was playing the last time after the newest update. I'm going to have some new videos coming out soon, so keep your eyes peeled for that. Thank you guys for watching this one. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one.